mga kapamilya, I am Anton Rojas and I'm here right now at the NBA Philippines office with our special guest. He played 11 years in the NBA and was a champion in 2008 with the Boston Celtics. The White Mamba himself, Brian Scalabrine. Brian, welcome to the Philippines.
I am super excited about being here. I'm super excited about the game. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
I heard this is your first time in the Philippines and in Southeast Asia. What was your impression of the Philippines? And now that you're here, does your perception match what is actually here in our country?
So I just got here, but the whole thing is, for me, is about the game of basketball. I love basketball, and I've heard like in the Philippines, anybody that you mention, the Philippines and basketball, they say, oh, they love hoops down there. They love the NBA. They love the play. You'll see kids on the street playing. So I'm really excited about that. The style of play, the grassroots. Like, what type of style do they play? The point guard driven, big man driven, shooting driven, ball movement driven. So whatever it's going to be, I can't wait to go out there and watch these kids play.
All right, before I ask you about what exactly you're going to be doing here in terms of the NBA, I want to go back to your roots. You're from Long Beach, California. You have a very unique style of play. You're 6'9", but you can shoot. You can put the ball on the floor. So you were very useful in the three teams that you played for in the NBA. How did your love for basketball start, and how did you develop that type of game that you have?
It was all about the competition. I like to compete. I like to play, and I like to win. So when I was a kid, you would show up at the park and I'd want to play you one-on-one. And it wasn't just for fun. I didn't laugh and joke. I played to win that game. Yeah. When we got together and we played against some older guys who just got off work working the construction site, we wanted to win that game. So my love for basketball was driven by, it's a competition and we're going out there and we're going to accomplish our goal. Now, some days we do, some days we don't. When I didn't, I was devastated. So you do that over and over again, day after day after day. I've really learned only to play one way. Now, there's also the conversation of, now I'm going to hold you accountable to your style of play. You can't go out there and just jack up bad shots. Yeah. We have to work together as a team. So the love for the game, how the game is played, playing it the right way, that all started when I was 13 years old playing at the park.
And you played with some great players. Of course, it started off with the New Jersey Nets, and I can't imagine how you felt as a rookie playing in the finals right away. You played in the finals against LA. The following year, your second year with New Jersey, you played against San Antonio. What was it like starting your career as a winner right away with a very successful team with the likes of Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin, those guys?
Really unique. If you think about it, I was very, very, very lucky to be drafted by the Nets. They ran the Princeton offense. I was a 23-year-old rookie who likes to, like you said, I could shoot it, pass it, put it on the floor, make decisions. That was a perfect place for me to play. Then you add in Jason Kidd to the mix. When I would get open, he would hit me. Every time I was open, the ball would come perfectly seamed up. He made my job easier. He made the transition from the college game, which is very slow, to the professional game, which is rapid fire, quick, and opportunities open and close really fast. So those guys made that happen. If I go to another team, I'm not standing here right now. I'm in the NBA for 2 or 3 months, and I'm probably playing somewhere else overseas. But those guys, the style of play, Jason Kidd, the style that we decided, that the offense that we ran, it was tailor-made for me. And that's why I was a rotational player on a championship caliber team my rookie year.
So after 4 years with New Jersey, you moved on to Boston. 2008, you were part of the championship team. And I was actually reading the book of Ray Allen recently from the outside, and he was detailing the relationships that he had, the likes of Rondo, Garnett, Pierce. What was it like in a locker room like that?
So that locker room was a little different than when you read the book.
Yeah.
That was Ray's perspective. And if I wrote a book, my perspective would be different. If Garnett, Pierce, and Rondo, they all wrote a book, their perspective would be different. Now, it wasn't Ray Allen trying to tell his teammates, this is what you should have done. It was just the way he looked at it. And I can understand where he came from. The one thing that really stood out about that team is how competitive that team was. From top to bottom, on the plains, on the court, in practice, in the weight room, before the game, after the game. That team was about competing and winning. Sometimes we'd go and we shoot free throws, first to 10. $1,000 on the line for a guy if you miss it. So I'm sitting there, and we do this in practice. So anytime we'd play in the game, a wide open shot or a free throw, it was no big deal because we pushed each other every single day. Ray Allen and his work ethic and Paul Pierce playing 40 minutes next night, 9 a.m. playing one-on-one with guys who didn't even get into the game, and Garnett and his relentless work every day. Everywhere he walked into that room, he changed the environment. So those guys are what drove everybody. And then not to mention Rondo, one of the smartest players I've ever played with, his basketball IQ. Once you're around people at that level, you have no choice. You either adapt and you raise up, or you get left out. So I think that those guys sort of set the tone. And it's not, to me, it's not a mystery that we won the championship when you had those type of personalities.
All right, your last stop in the NBA, you played with the MVP, Derrick Rose, in 2011. This was before he got injured. Do you think you guys could have gone all the way and win the championship if D Rose did not go down?
You know, I don't know if that would happen, because that's like saying that we're better than LeBron James, who consistently goes to the finals every single year. The first year when we got together, we beat the Miami Heat by 20 points in game one, didn't win another game. The next year, Derrick Rose gets hurt, and so we never really saw that team to fruition. But one thing, I can't sit here and say I guarantee we would have beat LeBron, but I will say that team was trajecting in the right direction, and it's such a shame that Derrick did get hurt, because during that 1 year he won the MVP, he was one of the best. That was one of the best seasons I've ever seen. And we talked about some of the players I played with, Jason Kidd, Kevin Garnett. But that year, Derrick was so dominant, and a lot of it was, once again, looking back onto the defensive end. Derrick Rose hits a couple shots and to game-winning shots, but the defense is what kept us into that game.
All right, let's go back, Brian, to why you're here in the Philippines this weekend. NBA 3X, you're going to finally get a chance to see what the game is all about here in the Philippines. How excited are you to see the Pinoy ballers?
Well, here's what I'm excited about. There's supposed to be a celebrity game, a celebrity 3-on-3 game. And I heard that me and you can team up now. All we got to do is pick two other people, and we can roast everybody here. But I'm looking for... So I brought this onto NBA Philippines and said, I want to play. And they looked at me like I was nuts. I go, no, I'm not here to just sit on the sideline. I want to be in the game and the celebrity game. So, yes, I'm excited about seeing the style of play. I'm excited about seeing these young kids. But at the end of the day, the White Mamba wants to put on a show in the celebrity game.
You know what? You're in luck, because we actually have an open spot on our team.
There we go.
There we go.
That's what's going to happen. That's what I came here to do. I'm trying to leave a lasting impression when I come here. Not sitting on the sideline. I want to be in the game.
And you know what? Maybe we could cover a game together, since I'm an anchor as well, and I heard you're an analyst.
Sure. Can you do the play-by-play?
Hell yeah.
But we can't play and do play-by-play unless we do the lav mics, right? Can you imagine that? Legendary TV for us to do the game while we're playing inside of it.
Brian Scalabrine, thank you so much, and welcome to the Philippines. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Anton Rojas. For more sports updates, keep watching The Score, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's ABS-CBN Sports and Action.